Education MCQs Part 1 Educational Psychology. Education begins at dash and continues throughout a person's lifespan. A. Birth. B. Home. C. Childhood. D. Youth age. Answer is A. Birth. Relatively unconscious learning of daily living are referred to as A. Out-of-date education. B. Informal education. C. Skilled education. D. Technical education. Answer is option B. Informal education. Planned programs of study represent formal education are option A. Better education. B. Skilled education. C. School learning. D. School training. Answer is option C. School learning. Psychologists and dash in no way minimize significance is an individual's life of his incidental learning. A. Evaluator. B. Educator. C. Researcher. D. Critics. Answer is option B. Educators. School, both public and private, have been established as defined dash agencies to meet educational needs of all age groups. A. Desired. B. Authorized. C. Informal. D. Formal. Answer is option D. Formal. Among the many existing dash educational agencies are the home, church, playground, library, press, club, theater, motion picture, radio and television. Option A. Informal. B. Social. C. Welfare. D. Control. Answer is option A. Informal. Development as applied to various areas of behavior is characteristic of human nature from conception throughout. A. Experience. B. Life. C. Development period. D. Situation to situation. Answer is option B. Life. The function of formal education or school learning is to set conditions that are favorable for the continued mastery of those knowledge and skills and attitudes begun in dash during early childhood. A. Society. B. Home. C. School. D. Playground. Answer is option B. Home. The term dash and learning sometimes are used simultaneously. A. Development. B. Significance. C. Maturation. D. Simulation. Answer is option A. Development. From the dash viewpoint, education implies change and can be regarded either as the process or as product. Option A. Cultural. B. Individual. C. Psychological. D. Fundamental. Answer is option C. Psychological. Education as a process embodies all those forms of activities that fit an individual for social living and that helps transmit customs, laws, religious beliefs, languages, and social institutions from one dash to another. Generation. B. Person. C. View. D. Situation. Answer option A. Generation. Through the educational process, individual is stimulated to think, to appreciate, and to A. Educate. B. Behave. C. Act. D. Train. Answer is option C. Act. Describable educational outcomes are realized when thinking and behavior serves the needs of individuals and welfare of the A. Second individual. B. Group. C. Society. D. Country. Answer is B. Group. Dash is an individualizing and socializing process that further personal. The product of education include all those changes that have taken place as the result of an individual's participating in A. Human development. B. Personal advancement. C. Learning experience. D. Social experience. Answer is option C. Learning experience. Which goal vary with the cultural demand and individual potentialities and ambitions? A. Environmental. B. Physical. C. Emotional. D. Educational. Answer is option D. Educational. Educational products as representative of the total effect of learning differ among dash groups and between numbers of the same groups. A. Cultural. B. Licensed. C. Successful. D. Existing. Answer is option A. Cultural. Regardless of kind or extent of dash goal, education is dynamic force whereby optimum individual and social component is furthered. A. Favorable. B. Established. C. Informal. D. Profitable. Answer is option B. Established. Since learning involves learner activity, educational theory and practice must be represent the application of dash derived knowledge concerned human growth and maturation. A. Psychology. B. Selectively. C. Socially. D. Scientifically. Answer is option D. Scientifically. Educational psychology is exerting a powerful influence upon the formulation of educational objectives and construction of school curriculums and the organization of dash procedures. A. Knowledge selecting. B. Teaching experience. C. Knowledge development. D. Teacher learning. Answer is option D. Teacher learning. Briefly defined, dash is the study of human behavior and relationships. A. Psychology. B. Physical activities. C. Humanity. D. Research. Answer is option A. Psychology. Any person's interaction with his dash represent many different kinds of experience that vary in intensity and value to himself and others. A. Behavior. B. Differences. C. Environment. D. Plans. Answer is option C. Environment. The human organism is extremely dash. Environmental factors that can affect the organism include all the persons, objects, situations, and conditions that constitute the external world of any living individual. A. Complex. B. Simple. C. Crowded. D. Social. Answer is option A. Complex. An individual's behavior consists not only of his observable acts but also all of his reactions to inner states and to environmental factors of dash. A. Reaction. B. Relationship. C. Experience. D. Influence. Answer is option D. Influence. Psychology is concerned with discovering the way in which dash at different age levels tend to respond to the environmental stimuli. A. Educators and researchers. B. Individuals and groups. C. Critics and researchers. D. Classifiers and groups. Answer is option B. Individuals and groups. According to data obtained from the scientifically conducted studies of human behavior, it has been concluded that people tend to react similarly in certain situations and under certain dash. A. Principles. B. Conditions. C. Problem. D. Procedure. Answer is option B. Conditions. Various dash of thought have arisen from attempts that have been made to explain the human reaction patterns. Option A. Schools. B. Principles. C. Levels. D. Procedures. Answer is option A. Schools. A person dash usually represents the function of a total integrated patterns of behavior. Option A. Reaction. Option B. Thoughts. Option C. Matters. Option D. Performance. Answer is option A. Reaction. The dash of many kinds of interaction among the beings is so all-embarrassing that special considerations of any one of the broad, both in scope and in context. Option A. Evolution. B. Studies. C. Relation. D. Outcome. Answer is option B. Psychological study of applications include many subdivisions of these contents of educational psychology has significant value for A. Different groups. B. Teenagers. C. Society members. D. School people. Answer option D. School people. Educational psychology describes and explains the learning experience of an individual from birth through dash. Option A, teenage. Option B, old age. Option C, youth age. Option D, maturity. Answer is option B, old age. Although dash is relatively new science, it is rapidly developing a body of reliable patient subject matter. Option A, educational psychology. Option B, educational philosophy. Option C, educational process. Option D, educational research. Answer is option A, educational psychology. Who have conducted and are continuing the conduct laboratory and classroom learning studies that are carefully planned and expertly executed. Option A, educational researchers. Option B, educational officers. Option C, educational psychologists. Option D, school teachers and evaluators. Answer is option C, educational psychologist. Educational psychology can be regarded as an applied dash in that it seeks to explain learning according to scientifically determined principles and facts concerning human behavior. A, art. B, phenomena. C, outcome. D, science. Answer is option D, science. An individual's dash and maturation can be helped or hindered by the environmental stimulations to which he is exposed. A, birth. B, growth. C, education. D, action. Answer is option B, growth. Which degree in teaching depends to get extent upon the degree of sensitivity to the development progress, embarrassing needs and innate potentialities of the learners. A, degree of success. B, educational degree. C, degree of observation. D, degree of inspection. Answer is option A, degree of success. Who should be thoroughly grounded in the subject matters to be taught? Option A, evaluator. Option B, critic. Option C, teacher. Option D, administrator. Answer is option C, teacher. Utilizing his understanding of human mechanism and its function, the teacher can adopt his techniques and procedures to individual pattern of development so that the learner is helped to profit from. A, instruction. B, studies. C, learning. D, particular condition. Answer is option A, instruction. European psychologists of dash century devoted the considerable attention to studies dealing with the sensory experiences and mental imagery. Option A, 20th. Option B, 90th. Option C, 18th. Option D, 17th. Answer is option B, 19th. Which psychologists become intensely interested in promulgation and application of scientifically evaluated principles and theories of learning? A, European. B, Russian. C, Asian. D, American. Dash educational practice are based upon the formulated psychological principles. A, basic. B, simple. C, systematic. D, successful. Answer is option D, successful. Much of dash in the so-called pure sciences is conducted under objectivity controlled laboratory conditions. A, research. B, inspection. C, experiments. D, calculations. Answer is option A, research. Many psychological principles have evolved from a dash studies of individual learning process. A, statistical. B, laboratory. C, school. D, basic. Answer is option B, laboratory. Usable information can be obtained by the means of non-scientific or scientific semi-scientific methods. The utilization of techniques that yield the objectively obtained data usually is more. A, difficult. B, applicable. C, profitable. D, careful. Answer is option C, profitable. At present, introspection or dash is considered relatively unreliable. Option A, measurement. B, self-observation. C, observation. D, self-questioning. Answer is option B, self-observation. Casual dash of one's own behavior and or of the actions of others is a common practice that tends to be subjective and inaccurate. A. Evaluation. B. Formulation. C. Utilization. D. Observation. Answer is option D. Observation. In which method of studying human growth and development, either or both of two approaches can be utilized, horizontal and vertical? A. Genetic method. B. Scientific method. D. Growth method. D. Self-appraisal method. Answer is option A. Genetic method. Many psychological principles concerning growth and development trends have resulted from carefully controlled cross-sectional studies of large number of individuals of same age at the various stages of A. Investigation. B. Observation. C. Development. D. Diagnosis. Answer is option C. Development. The most valid data on human development probably can be obtained by starting with a large number of infants and continuing to study the sequential growth pattern of each two. A. Childhood. B. Adulthood. C. Old age. D. Death. Answer is option B. Adulthood. Various techniques have many employed by educational psychologists to obtain data concerning dash and their reactions. A. Administrator. B. Teacher. C. Organizer. D. Learner. Answer is option D. Learner. Much dash include questionnaires, the standard measuring instrument, interviewing, and the case history or clinical approach. A. Techniques. B. Observations. C. Examinations. D. Programs. Answer is option A. Techniques. Which is aimed at discovering fact about any matter being investigated. A. Interview. B. Case studies. C. Surprise test. D. Questionnaire. Answer is option D. Questionnaire. In some areas of dash, the questionnaire method can be used effectively. A. Study. B. Investigation. C. Measurement. D. Training. Answer is option B. Investigation. Dash measuring instruments are in fact questionnaires administered to select individuals under prescribed conditions. A. Standardized. B. Prescribed. C. Objective. D. Concluded. Answer is option A. Standardized. The value of questionnaires is greatly enhanced if the answer to it can be amplified by the fact obtained through a personal dash. A. Experience. B. Interviewing. C. Learning. D. Observation. Answer is option B. Interview. Who can discover many facts about the persons interviewed that cannot be obtained by more interpersonal measuring techniques? A. Evaluator. B. Observer. C. Skilled interviewer. D. Psychologist. Answer is option C. Interviewer. Which of these is usually limited in the application and attempt solution of serious learner difficulties? A. Calculating approach. B. Genetic approach. C. Personal research. D. Case history. Answer is D. Case history. A case history includes dash of an individual as well as his parents' status in point the way towards remedial treatment. A. Past history. B. Past status. C. Background. D. Past activities. Answer is option A. Past history. A carefully organized and completed case study includes data concerning family and social background, psychological health, and emotional and dash. A. Educational experiment. B. Educational development. C. Educational philosophy. D. Educational planning. Answer is option B. Educational development. The purpose of a dash is to test belief or opinion concerning human behavior in given situation or under given condition. A. Psychological experiment. B. Psychological behavior. C. Psychological period. D. Psychological influence. Answer is option A. Psychological experiment. The control of condition is basic to dash procedure. A. Basic. B. Experimental. C. Controlled. D. Variable. Answer is option B. Experimental. The factor to be tested must be defined exactly. Then dash groups are set up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Answer is option 2. Option D. 2. Carefully planned and objectively conducted experimentation probably is most exact and refine. Method of dash: A. Development, B. Classification, C. Research, D. Evolution. Answer is option C. Research. Variables can be controlled better in a dash situation. A. Laboratory, B. Classroom, C. Group, D. Case history. Answer is option A. Laboratory. Laboratory experiments have supplied significant data concerning behavior reaction in relation to A. Data, B. Practice, C. Skill, D. Learning. Answer is option D. Learning. Many aspects of learning can be studied best through the application of experimental method too. A. Classroom, B. Classroom, A. Classroom situation, B. Classroom investigation, C. Classroom experiences, D. Classroom conclusions. Answer is option A. Classroom situation. A researcher or a group of researchers may be well-intended, painstaking, and in the administration of various type of study techniques or in conduct of A. a formula, B. a particular technique, C. an experiment, D. a conclusion. Answer is option C. an experiment. Incompleteness of data interpretation and unaware application of conclusions also may be a cause of research dash. A. Advocacy, B. inadvocacy, C. application, D. disturbance. Answer is option B. Inadvocacy. The human factor is unpredictable. Individuals may vary from dash in their feelings or in their power to perform. Option A. Year to year, B. month to month, C. week to week, D. day to day. Answer is option D. Day to day. The members of a group of children or young people, no matter how carefully they are selected for dash purpose, differ among themselves in physical status, specific habits, abilities and interests. A. testing, B. study, C. special, D. performance. Answer is B. study. A well-trained, experienced dash may experience difficulty in communicating with certain of his subjects or group of subjects. A. psychologist, B. administrator, C. investigator, D. principal. Answer is option C. investigator. A dash resulting from the study of small number of cases or from data representing their performance of members of one subcultural group or of one age level may be reported as the history or principle that has general application. A. conclusion, B. theory, C. progress, D. performance. Answer is option A. conclusion. A study, especially a dash conducted to small selected school system, yields conclusion that apply adequately in that situation. A. special experiment, B. learning experiment, C. research experiment, D. physical experiment. Answer is option B. learning experiment. Learning process and dash are closely associated. A. learning psychology, B. learning environment, C. school system, D. teacher. Answer is option D. teacher. The learner needs to be stimulated. It is the teacher who provides the kinds of stimulus that will enable the child to become an active dash. A. learner, B. leader, C. superior, D. educationalist. Answer is option A. learner. Dash in education, administrators, teachers and interested laymen plan new educational programs, but it is teacher who guides and inspires the young. A. stimulator, B. observer, C. leader, D. principal. Answer is option C. leader. Children should be taught about democracy, but while they are in school should be given an opportunity to experience the way of life. A. personal, B. autocrat, C. democrat, D. equality. Answer is option C. democrat. What is more than aggregate of many acts associated with classroom? A. teaching, B. experiments, C. discussion, D. testing. Answer is option A. teaching. Which phase of teaching become effective insofar as teacher attempts to condition a leader towards meeting progressive change in his environment? A. quality phase, B. progressive phase, C. actual phase, D. directional phase. Answer is option D. directional phase. The teacher does not start the learning. He merely sets the stage, provides the material, and gives encouragement and makes possible learning activity desired toward the realization of educational aims that are worthwhile in a dash. Particular environment, B. Democracy, C. Development stage, D. Mirroring techniques. Answer is option B. Democracy. Present day psychology emphasizes the value of dash in learning. A. Satisfaction, B. Success, C. Progress, D. Recognition. Answer is option A. Satisfaction. The dash experience of students that are in fact byproducts of teaching learning situation reflect the influence of the teacher as a person. A. Social, B. Emotional, C. Personal, D. Motivational. Answer is option C. Personal. Attitudes are not mere accidents of individuals' experience. They result from dash living in home, in school, and in a community. A. Interest by interest, B. Situation by situation, C. Grade by grade, D. Day by day. Answer is option A. Interest by interest. Theoretically, all education is aimed at helping learner development to fulfill extent of their abilities, those attitudes that fit them for living constructively in a dash society. A. Different, B. Autocrat, C. Democrat, D. Muslim. Answer is option C. Democrat. Democracy in the dash is accepted in principle as a desirable educational approach. Answer option A. Education, B. Study, C. Country, D. Classroom. Answer is option D. Classroom. Unfortunately, too much children are encouraged to emphasize their rights and so minimize their responsibilities, recognizing the fact that growing child has many needs that must be satisfied. Some parents and teachers become over concerned about providing helpful conditions for dash. A. Learning, B. Growth, C. Research, D. Mental state. Answer is option B. Growth. Person who have an intelligence quotient of dash or higher or who exhibit desirable personality qualities should be encouraged to enter the teaching profession. A. 140, B. 130, C. 120, D. 110. Answer is option C. 120. The dash competent teacher has the power to apply psychology to learning situation in many ways. A. Socially, B. Service, C. Emotionally, D. Fundamentally. Answer is option A. Socially. Programs of dash education, both pre-service and in-service, have become increasingly effective. A. Principal, B. Teacher, C. Psychologist, D. Subject specialist. Answer is option B. Teacher. The screening of applications for programs of teacher education is extremely A. Difficult, B. Baseless, C. Powerful, D. Important. Answer is option D. Important. For an expert in the field of learning to place himself in position of a beginner may be a dash task. A. Easy, B. Basic, C. Difficult, D. Urgent. Answer is option C. Difficult. Teaching like dash is an interrogative and integrated process in which functioning of one phase are fact influence and functioning of the other. A. Learning, B. Planning, C. Psychology, D. Cooperation. Answer is option A. Learning. A teacher who conducts an infectious disease such as TB or who is affected by another form of sickness is granted a leave from the duty for restoration of A. Time, B. Health, C. Job, D. Knowledge. Answer is option B. Health. A teacher's overt behavior and expressed attitude exert a dash influence upon the young people. A. Powerful, B. Weak, C. Difficult, D. Certain. Answer is option A. Powerful. Teacher should be objective and firm in requiring his students to meet their classroom obligations, but he always should exercise patience in helping them overcome personal or dash difficulties. A. Human. B. Secret. C. Traditional. D. Learning. Answer is option D. Learning. One of the marked difference between traditional and modern programs of the preparation for teaching is the present emphasis upon teacher understanding of dash developmental patterns. A. Particular. B. Human. C. Useful. D. Natural. Answer is option B. Human. The growing trend among the colleges and universities is to require the trainee to build their specialized training upon a good liberal RBS and a thorough knowledge of A. Subject matter. B. Professionalism. C. Learning pattern. D. Personal behavior. Answer is option A. Subject matter. Teacher education program include opportunity for the actual experience in working with developing young people as an equipment of classroom study of dash theory. A. Individual. B. Behavior. C. Psychological. D. Scientific. Answer is option C. Psychological. A young person is a human being with dash potentialities. A. Limited. B. Satisfactory. C. Significant. D. Developmental. Answer is option D. Developmental. A teacher's education is not completed when he is certified to dash. A. Teach. B. Leave. C. Act. D. Degree. Answer is option A. Teach. Teaching is an art as well as a skill. Interactions may exert an influence upon the degree of dash. A. Success. B. Research. C. Effectiveness. D. Failure. Answer is option C. Effectiveness.